Switch out on me, must be lost. Pay to be cold at the boss. Can it paint, maybe it gloss. In hell she getting, but guess on my neck look like frost. I'm busting chips.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sport. And Grant, the teams we'll see tonight have some strong veteran leaders. You were in that role not too long ago, my friend.
You're right, B.A. It feels like just yesterday. And you need a steady presence and voice on the player side. It really can help a team through some rough stretches throughout the year.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. They've got Gary Payton II. Stephen Curry is out there with James Harden. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And one of the more imposing guys at the center position, Joel Embiid.
As unique a players we've got in the league in terms of his size, just mammoth, and his agility and skill level, so special for a guy of his size. His production is absolutely crazy. Perennial MVP candidate now and perhaps for several years to come.
Now here's George. Here's Embiid. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
A focal point in this offense, Embiid has no hesitation shooting off the catch.
Shoots. And there's Curry on the assist by Harden.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Maxey against Harden. Pass to Embiid. On the money with a shot from the left block. Embiid's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Jackson Davis. Puts up a 3. Curry, no good. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by George. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Last time they met in San Francisco.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
And in that game you mentioned, it was a great game. The reserves played a huge role.
Now here's George. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Martin outside. Embiid, a screen on Payton. Here's Martin. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Harden from outside. Up again. It's rebounded by George. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, and you know, to come up short at the line is frustrating because that's controllable and it's actually a free throw. So you feel like you leave loose change out there when you don't convert.
And we have just about a half a season left. Here's our latest power rankings. Taking a look at the 76ers, they pulled themselves up to the 2nd place spot.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
Nice shot by Harden.
Harden always is squaring up before he shoots it. Fundamentally sound in that area. It's the simple things. I like to say the main things are the plain things.
If you look back on Sixers history, the list of legendary big men is a long one.
Exactly, B.A. And let me tell you this. Embiid's name is right there near the top of that list. You know, you think about the likes of Chamberlain, Moses Malone, those guys certainly on the list. Embiid joining them, that says a lot.
Now here's Maxey. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense.
Boy, Gordon's such a natural scorer. Wherever he is on the floor, he knows how to score the ball. This guy is some kind of offensive player.
Harden against Maxey. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
Here's Maxey. Got a hand on it. outside. Green to the paint. Here's Jackson Davis, and it's blocked by Embiid.
The defensive instincts of Embiid on display there with the deny.
Curry against Gordon. Here's Martin. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
All the talk is about Harden scoring, but I tell you what, he can dish that rock too.
And Philadelphia calls time here. After Harden retires, most fans will realize how truly generational a talent he's been.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best shooting guards to ever play. A unique shooting guard. Thick and strong and quick and crafty. Deep range. Excellent passer. Played a lot of different styles effectively. He'll be much more appreciated after he's done than I think he's appreciated as he's playing.
Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Jones comes in for Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Embiid a screen on Harden. Jones from outside. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Hits a three-pointer.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Jones against Harden. Jones, the pass to Martin. Back to Jones. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. From deep, Giddey. Rebound by the 76ers.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Harden against Jones. Screen by Embiid. From the top of the key. Second chance shot. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And Embiid drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Harden from outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. All right, we'll get back to the action after. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Josh Giddey, Obi Toppin out there with Moody. Then there's Isaiah Jackson, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Philly fans, they're known for their passion, and Tyrese Maxey said, I love them because they're real. They're honest and they're tough. They know the game, they know what they're talking about, and they know what players are getting out of it. They care about winning, and that's what I care about. Brian?
Such a great sports city, too. Allie, thank you.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
George passes to Jones. Curry with the block.
Great defense from Curry. When he comes up with the block, it really fires him up.
It's George on the wing. He's got 5. Here's Yabusele. 5 to shoot. Jones from outside.
You don't always hear people call out Curry's toughness on the defensive end, but that's a big part of why he's so effective.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Moody misses. The 76ers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Oubre finds Jones. And here's Drummond. Shoots from the baseline. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And again, no good by Golden State.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Well, Clark, with teams playing at such a fast pace now, it's often a choice between transition defense and offensive rebound.
I think that's somewhat true. I think that was always a choice, but even more so today. I think you're right, Brian, because teams now are playing typically at a faster pace. I always value the ability to get second shots. I think you can balance the floor defensively, but I think rebounding on the offensive end still has to be part of how you attack, especially if you've got guys that are good offensive rebounders.
The Sixers leading. Gordon, the pass to George. Here's Yabusele. George, left side. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And here are the top playmakers over the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. James Harden, #1. Stephen Curry is second.
The assist totals from both of these guys have been unreal. They've been putting on a show offensively recently.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Martin. Embiid inside. Gets it to fall from the right block. Embiid's got 10. Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. And there's the screen. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
George outside. Up top, Gordon. Martin outside. Pass to Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon, the pass to Embiid. Lets it fly. Got a piece of it. Shoots. And there's Curry on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got his 3rd assist of the night. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
And the 76ers making a change here. Martin's checked in. Will it go? Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
From deep, Giddey. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 12. Embiid, a screen on Harden. Maxey, he's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Green missing. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They host the Hawks after this one, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. For 3, George gets the 3 ball to go. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury him.
Here's Harden. It's rebounded by George. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Embiid passes to Gordon.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this game. George outside. Gordon against Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon on the take. Embiid passes to George. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
And the three-pointer goes.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
For 3, Maxey. The Warriors pull it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. In the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
This is why coaches tell their guys, always be ready. We're going to need you. Be ready. And you don't always know which games it'll be. But tonight, they needed scoring from their reserves. Good job, guys.
It's kept them in the game, but I think they'll have to ride their stars down the stretch.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
We've got Caleb Martin. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Eric Gordon. Then there's Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
The Sixers trailing. Outside Maxey. Pass to Martin. Gordon on the wing. Giddey defends. From the right block. No good off the glass. Golden State has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. To the left side wing. There's a screen. Fires, top of the key. Second chance effort. Jackson Davis with the bucket.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Gordon down low. Giddey defends. Shot is good by Gordon. Gordon's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Inside, Gordon stays loose and free, ready to make his moves around the defense there.
Harden, he's checked in for the Warriors. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results. Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Embiid inside. 12 points for him. Another shot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And such great talent in the league, Clark. But the All-Star game last season, not the most competitive. Does that need solving?
It certainly needs attention because the game has dwindled from anything near competitive for a decade or more. I've not been a fan of it because it's basically turned into a glorified layup line. And I don't think that reflects well on the game. I know the fans enjoy the engagement and the weekend, but the game itself needs retooling in a big way, in my opinion.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
When he's got ideal position inside, I mean, Embiid goes right into the contact. He hunts it out.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the 2nd half. The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
That's his 2nd.
That's good from George.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 1st foul.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And the 76ers making a change here. Jones is checked in. Gordon against Curry. Gordon, the pass to Martin. George outside. Embiid, a screen on Payton. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And that one misses.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill and size, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
The Warriors leading. Left side Curry. Outside for Green. The 3-ball. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Jones, the pass to Martin. Gordon with it. Back to Embiid. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry against Gordon. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. Pass to Jones. Now George, guarded by Payton. That's good from Embiid on the assist by George. Embiid's got 19 points.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career. You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Jones from outside. Nails it from 3. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Warriors. They've been outstanding thus far, claiming the top spot in their conference.
Well, I think for Golden State, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season. But now, they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Warriors, number 1.
Well, you've got to love the shot selection lately. I mean, this team, the ball is finding the open man.
Long range from the inbound. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. There's the triple. That one doesn't drop.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Moody passes to Harden. Fires it. And it's Harden again missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Martin a screen. Here's Jones. Shot left block. Stolen by Giddey. Gordon with a steal. They're running. Here's Drummond. Count the basket. Drummond's got his second basket on the night.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Harden, the pass to Toppin.
76ers foul. Caleb Martin. That's his first personal foul.
The first one falls.
Team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Outside Oubre. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
All right, great pace, great energy.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. They've got Stephen Curry. Moody is out there with Toppin. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Jackson in at the 5. Shot is good by Curry.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Jones, the pass to Oubre. Jacks up a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Here's Curry. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 6th assist of the night.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Here's Lowry. Counted. Lowry's got his first points in this one.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Giddey. And he gets that one.
Lack of communication defensively. No help on the mismatch.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Gordon comes in for Oubre. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. And Golden State also making a switch. Payton's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
Allie, thank you. For Philadelphia, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And it's Maxey missing. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by Embiid. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Pass to Maxey. And here's Embiid. He's covered by Curry. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Toppin from the arc. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Curry, no good. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 9 points here in the second half.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Harden, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Paul George comes in for Jones. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
The 3 from Curry. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
Hey, with his strength, Embiid very physical. It's going to take a lot more contact than that to rattle.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Maxey surveys. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist by Maxey. Maxey's got 5 assists in the game. Harden against Maxey. Takes a 3. And Harden is good for 3. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shot is good by Curry.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Gordon with a screen on Harden. Pass to Embiid. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's Martin on the wing. 5 on the clock. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd assist of the night.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Curry is always a threat to shoot, which is why defenses sometimes get too aggressive guarding him.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here. The 76ers running out of time. For 3, Maxey. Rebounded by Green. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. For 3, and it's Stephen Curry with the 3.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Warriors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And looking at their record now, tonight's win gives them 45 on the year.
And they fought hard for this win, guys. No one wants to get swept in a season series, even a short one.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Martin, the pass to Maxey. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Stephen, another quality win. Is this one you can build on?
For sure. We're trying to create momentum. We understand what it takes to win a championship, and put a nice little streak together, playing against some great teams. That's only going to continue. Great challenges for us to kind of focus in on.
Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson as New Balance presents our player of the game, Stephen Curry.